want to see. I don't know how to eat. I don't know how to live. The horses are dead. The ones I counted in bed. The courses that we said, and the days and nights we wed. Don't know. I don't know what to eat. Don't know where you live. The horses are dead. The ones I counted in my bed.
That's a wazer, so it means something. That is a report. So we hit it. We go over a report. So relatively in that area. So waves, basically I can move it around a little bit right here. So I can kind of see like where I'm going. I can also, if I want, I can hit this button here and I can go out, forward. Pretty soon this will be hooked up to Google Earth. We'll be able to see people's backyards and stuff through here. And it's gonna be really helpful in delivery. So you have to reset the site here. So I hit done. That balances it out. Something's going on there. Like I said before, the ghosts live there. Right in that pond. There's ghosts in that pond. They come out at night. One day, they'll gather around that pond wearing white robes, and they'll sing the Daniel Johnston song, Spirit World Rising. But the devil has Texas. Or is it Lucifer has Texas? Or Satan? I think he used the word Satan. Yeah, Daniel Johnston used the word Satan quite a bit in a lot of his music. Satan has Texas. And they fixed the L here, shop and live. It was Daniel Johnston. It was Daniel Johnston. I thought it was Lucifer. No, it was Satan. He says Satan a lot in his music. But yeah, listen to Spirit World Rising. I might do a flash on that, just kind of show you. Spirit World Rising, there's my flash. Spirit World Rising is a great one. Look at that, kind of show you. Spirit World Rising, there's my flash. Spirit World Rising is a great one. Look at that bird up there. See it up that way? See it flying way up there? See the bird? Not too shabby for lag time. See, in this business, location is everything. If you don't have the location, then you're like in a canoe paddling with a handful of mush. It does you no good if you don't have the location. So it's absolutely everything. and it's long hours, and it's tough on the back. These things help though for winter time. If you can get these things right here, it'll cool you down, keep you from overheating, because we're dealing with about 93-degree weather. I'm in a little lull. So this is lag time. Lag time is probably between, there's an airplane coming up this way, I would say between 2 and 4, maybe 2 and 4:30, around there. It's a big lag. And then everything takes off at about 4:45 to about 5. It doesn't stop. Now, some of them doesn't stop ever, right? So if you want to work from 3 in the morning till 9 in the morning, you could probably do it and do pretty dang decent. But you got to watch your back. I've been assaulted working those hours, because you get in the witch hours and things get real weird. All the meth heads are awake. But you can do it if you need to. That's how I got into the other place. I'd work 3 or 4 hours maybe during the day, and then I'd work like a 10-hour shift at night until morning. I'd come home at morning. I even did this with my kids, but I switched between about 5 different apps. Postmates, Uber Eats, Uber, Lyft, and I believe it was, I say Postmates? There's 4 different apps maybe. But Uber was the strong one. I could bring in definitely $100 a day with no problem. Sometimes $200 a day. And I did break a record, probably in my area. I did $700 in one day during a Cowboys game. That may not be a record, but I had to do it switching between 2 different apps and do a thing called cleanup. Cleanup is when you just go in, you're like, like this person right over here, yeah, hey, you need a ride? And they just jump in and they give you like $20. Because $20 is not bad to get out of a Cowboy game. It's called cleanup. Because the app gets overbarded, if that's a word. Look it up, dictionary. If Adam's watching, you can look that up while you're playing bass. Overbarded is probably not a word, but it may become one. It means that you're bearing too much at one time, when the apps kind of can crash at times. Not always, but it can happen sometimes. They get funky, especially with DD, if you know what I mean by that. I don't ever say that name. DD. There's a mailbox for 7-Eleven. You can get by doing it. Just what I would always do is be really good with dealerships. Dealerships like absolutely love you. Car dealerships, they'll love you. You go in there and you tell a car dealership with the Uber, they'll put you in the best car they have, without a doubt. Major advertisement for that dealership. They make a lot of money off rideshare. Now, there are robots that are coming. They're the enemy. They got the little red eyes. They're like, welcome, get in the car, please. They look like people. They drive you around and talk to you. Sometimes they're female ones. You can take them home and get them a drink, but they don't drink anything. They sit there and go, hello, you're so pretty. Let me go this way right over here. I'm just waiting for lag right now. Waiting on the lag. The lag. But not a question, but I met it. When I first got into Uber, I was really excited because I never owned my own business before. But I picked up a guy that did Xerox copiers. He basically was a Xerox copier guy. So he'd go to all over the nation. He'd fly. He'd get on, this is before the pandemic. He'd jump on an airplane and go flying across the nation to fix a Xerox copy machine. True story. He made tons of money. And he was an Uber driver for a while. He'd go through a car a year. So he'd have a new car every year. Sometimes it's going to be a car every 2 years. Right? They go through cars. All right, so Linda told me that she'd be the lead singer. I don't know for sure if I'm going to really call like someone like a lead singer per se. But I think it's a good idea to have a female lead singer because, well, they sing prettier. Even though a lot of men try to sing as pretty as a female. Imagine if Pearl Jam had a female lead singer. It would be a different kind of band, but may not be as good, but it would still be different, right? I don't really know who I'm really modeling my band after, really. I do like Patti Smith a whole lot. I think that she broke a lot of rules and started a whole revolution. But I don't know if I can model the band off anyone other than maybe like Pink Floyd or something. Because Pink Floyd, they did pretty much all original stuff. It was all original, you know. Even Billy Corgan went up and paid tribute to, you know, Pink Floyd. You know, he actually got up there and said that they were doing the right thing. You know, Pink Floyd, you know, they were okay. They were great. They were genius. They were more than okay. They did the right thing, and they played all the right music and stuff like that. But I don't really know. I like Led Zeppelin. I like Pink Floyd. I like experimental. Experimental is what turns me on the most. If it's something new and inventive, it's an idea. So she said, I want to be the lead singer because I want to have my own ideas, right? It's going to be about my ideas, right? So that I'm okay with. You know, ideas are good. So the lead singer should have ideas. There. So in the filming location, the driver will go here, and the finger will go there. When Cole Spivey pointed at the water tower, it was a little bit out of focus right before Linda called. The water tower was right there. It's like da 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 da. That one guy's camping in my spot. It's like there's so many freaking people. So I'm just focusing on bottles blowing around. No, it's a can. Okay, it's a can. That's a bottle. That's a bottle right there. It does say Roanoke, city limit, population 7,900. There are 7,900 people that live in Roanoke, Texas, which is pretty much kind of, you could argue, my hometown. Some would argue Keller. Big debate. Was it Roanoke? Was it Keller? But I remember it, looking on our envelope at home.
Watch out, vehicle on shoulder ahead.
Do you have anything else you want to say? And I saw that it said Roanoke. And I remember it saying Roanoke. And something about Randall Mill. Randall Mill and Roanoke. I remember those things. You know, like when you see an envelope, when you're mailed something, and you pick it up and you look at it, it's got like the return address or the address or whatever. Right? If someone's sending an envelope, it's a return address, or it's a return address, and you're sending the envelope, or it's the other way around, or it's either or. I remember it saying Roanoke. There's something about this bridge. I don't know, it gets my attention. Like, there's certain areas, like I said, it'll draw me to turn the camera on, and I don't know why. It almost commands me. It says, turn the camera on right now, and this is the bridge that does that to me. I don't know. It's old. It's an older bridge. Both my father and my grandfather both worked on the railroad. They close this bridge down when it rains, and it really affects our passageways to get the food to the people, food for friends. But anyway, I had to say that.